you very much for joining me here today. We're going to talk about 3 most asked travel questions that I get from people. And I would take it one after the other, and then I'll leave maybe the most one as number 3. So you do want to stay tuned and watch if you really want to know. So the first question I get asked a lot is, how do you have the time? How do you get time? How do you have time to travel? You know, if you work full time, and then how are you able to travel the world? And it's very simple. Like most times I just tell people I make it my priority. And then probably it just sounds cliche, because for anyone who is not passionate about anything, it would just look like, oh, you make it your priority. Like, how does that even happen? But that is the truth. If something is important to you, trust me, you will find a way. But if it is not important to you, then you will find an excuse why you should not do it. So for me, I take travel seriously because it is important to me. So I prioritize. You are free to choose whatever, you consider as your priority. But I prioritize. Now, what do? You have, if you have a job, then your job should allow you leave days. At the very minimum, it should be 1 month. Now, if you have a job that allows you less than 1 month vacation in a year, well, I'm sorry for you, because you should prioritize your mental health. Why would you want to work 12 months in a year and only take 2 weeks off, or maybe 1 week, or maybe a job that doesn't even allow you to take that? You should change your job. Now, you have a job that allows you 1 month, or let's even say 20 working days. Of course, when it's 20 working days, that's about 1 month. How do I do it? I have 1 month, 3 days in a year. And then, Nigeria, we love public holidays. And I love public holidays too. And most times because we have the Christians and then we have the Muslim holidays, you realize that most times you have holidays that extend, 2 days. And then if they fall within the weekend, you have up to 4 days. Now, what do? I plan my trips around holidays and the bigger ones, maybe the smaller ones around, this holiday. For example, let's say I have 20 working days in a year. I take 5 working days. I realize that Easter is going to be, let's say, on a Monday and Tuesday. Easter fell on Saturday and Sunday, and then I decide, okay, it's going to be a Monday and Tuesday. Monday and Tuesday are going to be a public holiday. I decide, okay, I would take 5 days. So I have Monday and Tuesday as a public holiday. I start traveling Friday nights after work. Remember, I have Monday or Tuesday as my public holiday, and then I have Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 3 days. And then the following week, I would also have, let's even say I decide to take only 3 days. Now you would see that I would have traveled from Friday, that's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then I return on Sunday. You would realize that because of the public holiday, the public holiday was just maybe 2 days, but I have extended my trip to 10 days, including the weekend. So I travel for 10 days, and then I come back to work. Out of 20 working days, I've only used 3 days out of my annual leave. And then I have another big trip, and then I decide, okay, I'm going to travel again later in the year. I decide to take 2 weeks. I look for another holiday, maybe a Muslim holiday. I say, okay, I'm taking 10 days out of my, what is left of my 17 days. And then I stretch my trip into 3 weeks. I'm able to travel. Maybe not 3 weeks, but just a little over 2 weeks if I include the weekend. But the thing is, I always take advantage of the weekend. I close from work, I'm running to the airport that evening, and then I travel. Now you see that I'm able to maximize my trip. That's how you do it. If it's important to you, it won't be so much of stress. Trust me, you would do it. Now, the second, question that I always ask, that I always get is maybe, how are you able to fund your trip? And I always still give the same response. I prioritize it, because I see people spend money on things that I look at and then I'm like, how do people spend money on the things? But then I don't judge them, because, well, it's their priority. I see people buy ashwabi for weddings. Every weekend they're going for it. They're paying 70,000 naira every weekend. Oh, this one is getting married. We have to do gala. Then you do makeup. You spend 15K on makeup. You have spent on, you have to go and look for a shoe, a matching shoe and bag. So before you go for the wedding, you have spent 150K. And we had 150K and buy ticket. You will still go there. You will still go and spray. You will spray 50K or 20K. I don't do like that. I channel my own to traveling. Now, don't get me wrong. When I started out traveling, I could not afford, to travel to as many places as possible. I just couldn't afford it. I was young. I was a rookie lawyer then, and then I couldn't afford, all these things. So I wasn't really aiming to do so much because I just had to limit myself to what I could afford. But I've been working, I've been in the labor market for like over 14 years now, and that should mean something. If I've been working for 14 years and I cannot live the life that I love, then I'm doing it all wrong. So I'm saying, if you're starting out, don't expect that you would get it right from year one. Don't compare your beginning to my 14 years. I'm just saying, give it time. Start with the smaller places, Start with the places that don't cost a lot of money. When you travel cheaper. Then of course, as you grow, you can afford these things, the difference, then you can do it as much as you do. But I'm saying, if it's important to you, all you just need to do, try out savings and then find, ways to add income. Because really, if you're earning a salary, your salary is not going to fund your travel lifestyle 100%. You have to find ways to add income. Now, what did I do? I turned this whole travel passion thing into a business. You just find ways to make money from it. What do? I plan trips for people. I plan group trips. I blog. I'm on YouTube. You're just looking for ways to monetize. You have to hustle for yourself. I cannot tell you what to do. Add income. Find ways to add income. It's the only way. You're going to tell me it's not easy. It's not easy for me, but I'm doing it. It's still not easy. Every day I have goals. But like everything else, I'm just, rather than allow the distance between where I am right now and where I want to be to intimidate me, I allow it to inspire me so you can do the same. And once you begin, then you realize that really it is not that difficult. And sometimes help will come on the way. I've seen people who are paid to travel, people who are paid to travel the world. And so another question I get is, okay, what is the most interesting place that you have visited? Country or city or anything? It's a long list. Like most of the places I really liked, it's about the vibe, how I felt when I was in that destination, and then maybe the ease of doing the things that I wanted to do. Now, Cancun is one destination that I really like. It's a holiday destination, and I'm sure most people can relate because it is beautiful. There's something about the culture. You get more of the Spanish culture. Cancun is in Mexico, so Mexico tops the list for me because I loved how the city made me feel. It was easy to navigate. I love the people. I love the vibe. It was beautiful, and then I felt good when I was there. It's a destination I would like to visit over and over again. The second one for me would be Lisbon, Portugal in Europe. Oh my God, I do love Lisbon. It's about the vibe. Lisbon has this whole ancient thing going on, but in a modern way. I don't know how to explain it, but I have to go to find out. It is beautiful, the people are nice. It is cheaper than other European cities. The food is amazing, and then the landscape of the city, it is beautiful, and then there are things to do. There are lots of things to do. It is very beautiful and colorful, and then for me, I love colors. I love warm people. I love culture. Lisbon, was good. It was really, really good to me, and I love it. Then London, oh my God. London is London is my first love. I really do love London. I love to visit London. I love the ease, how easy it is for me to move around the city. I love shopping in London. I love that I can get to anywhere, and it's just easy, the ease of transportation. They have one of the best, I think the best transportation system in the world. So I do love, traveling to London. So these are the three destinations that are so far my favorite destinations. I would like to know yours, so do leave a comment here and let's get to chat. So there you have it, three most asked important travel questions that three travel questions that I get asked all the time. Now, are you a frequent traveler, and do you get asked questions? leave your comment here and let's talk about it. Also, if you have any more, I'm still answering questions. Don't be afraid to ask me. I hope that this has been really helpful, and I hope to see you next time. Now, do not forget to subscribe. I bring you proud content. Do not forget to subscribe. And then if you have any question, I have my email right here in the description box, so you can send me an email, and then you can also connect with me on my social media pages. So till I see you next time, bye.